viewers, Kelly Acheson at AStampAbove.com coming to you live from Menasha, Wisconsin. It is Monday, January 27th, and it is very cold and windy here. I don't know if the temperature is terrible, but it's very, very windy. You can see the snow right there. No, I'm just kidding. That's a screensaver. So today we are here for the birthday bash craft along, and I couldn't be more excited about this fabulous series that I'm going to be doing this week. I am going to be on a video every day this week through Saturday. So looking forward to creating some adorable projects with you using the Darling Dinos and the One More Year stamp set. We are going to be making a card every day and a 3D item. We're going to have so many fun things to play with. And I just realized that I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So my husband just popped in with an answer to a question and he said, nope. So while we're waiting for everybody to get on here, I have a funny little story. Thank you guys. So many of you are popping in here. This morning, Steve made me breakfast, and it was cheesy scrambled eggs and toast, and I had some Christmas jam that my friend Lori sent me for Christmas. Delicious. Anyways, that's not the story. But anyways, I was done eating breakfast, and I was standing on the end of our breakfast bar, and I'm facing the little TV that's up on the wall, and it's like not too far away from me, so I'm standing there like this watching the TV. And the garbage can is under the counter in front of me. So I hear Steve doing something behind me, and I turn around and look. He had purchased some carrot cake from the local Quick Trip, and they have really good carrot cake. And he was very proud of himself because he said, look, it's healthy, it's vegetables. I said, yeah, right. Anyways, I turn around and he's eating a piece of carrot cake, and he has eaten all of the frosting off of it, and there's quite a bit of the cake part left. And I look over, and then he starts walking towards me, and I said, did you just eat the frosting off of there and you're going to throw this away? And he looks at me indignant. He goes, I bought it. And he did. He threw the rest of the cake in the garbage. I couldn't believe it. And I started laughing like, are you kidding me? And then he blasted me with the Nerf Trio missile launcher. I showed you guys this thing last night. He bought these at Harbor Freight for $3, and he blasted me with one. And we laughed and laughed and laughed. I'll tell you, it is just, the jokes are a dime a dozen and the laughs are plenty here. So that was my fun little morning start after I got off to kind of a rough start this morning because Cecilia, thank you so much for sending me the notice that the PDF was a little jacked up that I sent out. Formatting in a PDF is very tricky, and one of the pictures was over top of the template for the project we're going to make today. So, Seal, thank you so much. I see you're on here. Oh, bless your heart. I frantically got it fixed, sent the PDF out to everybody, posted it on my team blog because my team members get that PDF for free. It's one of the gifts that I can give them for being team members. And yeah, so I was a little stressed this morning. He called up when he got home from the gym and he says, good morning. And I said, good morning. He goes, oh, that doesn't sound that good. I'm like, I'm kind of in the middle of a disaster here. And he's like, okay, do you need some breakfast? Yes, I'm starving. So that's how I started my morning off. And then ended it with him with the Nerf gun fight, and now I'm here with you guys. So far, it's been a fantastic day. All right, I am going to, first of all, if you ordered the Craft Along kit, I'm assuming that everybody got theirs. They were mailed out last week. If you didn't order it and you would like one, I have a few left. So underneath this video, when we're done, you can look at the details. It says more on my iPad. You click on the more under the name of the video, and there are some links under there. So I wanted to let you know what those links are. We've got the link to order the Craft Along packet. And again, I've only got a few left. We've got a link to my store if you would like to shop with me. The host code that I'm using right now is there. Please apply that when you are placing your order, if your order is under $150. If it's over $150, don't use the host code. You're going to get bills. I hope that didn't cause any problems. You're going to get the host or the host rewards from Stampin' Up, and I want you to have those. There's also a link to a PayPal button where you can buy this PDF. There's a 30-some page PDF that goes with this series this week. Tons of pictures, dimensions, instructions, product list, everything is in it. It's amazing. I'll be showing that to you as we make the projects. There's a link for PayPal down there to order the PDF. It's $25, or this week only through February 1st, you can place an order with me that when your order reaches $60, I will give you the PDF file as a gift. And also under this video is a link to my upcoming wildflower celebrations. Is this backwards? Because yesterday my stuff was backwards. I'm going to wait until my video catches up so I can see. But there's also a link to my new wildflower celebrations retreat. Yep, it's backwards. I have to figure that out. I don't know what happened. Anyways, we're going to be right when we turn our camera around. So everybody who ordered the Craft Along packet, this is what you're going to get. You get this cute little gift bag with that cute little dinosaur tag and a packet of cardstock. There's a little explanation in here. And everybody gets any of the die cuts that we use in this video series that aren't part of the Darling Dino dies. So also in here, you may notice, is a little scissor charm. Everybody got one of those. And I have my little scissor charm on my scissors. This is what that's for. Remember, cell phones used to have a little thing where you could put a charm on them too, but we're using these for scissor charms. That comes in your packet, as well as 24 sheets of cardstock. So we're going to be using this cardstock. There's going to be lots of it left over for you to be able to create with. And in case you make a mistake, you're going to have lots of cardstock. This is what's included. The cute, adorable little gift bag. And inside the gift bag, we have a pack of the Toadstool Gardens. Hang on, it keeps falling over. It's a little top heavy. Toadstool Gardens Designer Series paper. We have the Antique Pearls, a roll of the white ribbon, a roll of the gold twisted thread, the fabulous Sunny Day iridescent dots, a pack of the Bouquet or Bokeh Designer Series paper, and, hang on, things are falling, some candy. So lots of fun in this little bag. And like I said, everybody who ordered the Craft Along packet gets all of these fun little goodies and the sweet little bag too. So let's start our stamping. I'm excited. Hang tight. I wish I could get rid of these. I don't know how to stop the notifications on my phone here, so hopefully nobody else will call me. If they do, just hang tight. Sometimes it delays the video. The video will kind of, hang on you guys, the video will kind of stop, but it will resume. And I promise I will not do that again. It's so frustrating. But you have to put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Okay, so first of all, the first card that we are making, now you guys know that I was in collaboration with 5 other Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. One from Canada, the rest from the US. We did this in conjunction with Dina. Of course, everybody knows Dina. Erica Serwin, Michelle Litweiler, Rhonda Wade, and Ange McKay from Canada. So the first project I'm making today is created by Dina. And we are going to pull out of our packet all of the cardstock that I need to make this. Now, the colors and the dimensions are all in the PDF file. So I'm going to start off first with my gray granite. That is the color of the card base. And we are going to start to finish make this. If you would like to craft along, you definitely can do that. And you have the PDF to have prepared for this. So that's one of the fun things about a craft along. I am going to cut my gray granite cardstock in half, and we're going to score it in half. So we've got that happening here. That's our card base. Next, I'm going to take my white and I'm going to cut that at 4 by 5 1/4. This is a little different from what I usually do on a live video. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll love it. Maybe we won't, but we'll figure it out. Okay, then we need another piece that's 2 3/4 by 3 1/2. 2 3/4 by 3 1/2. So we've got this little piece, and this is going to go on the front. That other piece was for the inside. And now we're going to take some Melon Mambo. And we are going to cut that at 2 7/8. Get that right up there. If you guys are challenged by all of these 1/8 measurements, go to Google and do a search for a 1-inch ruler. I found this, I copied and pasted it into just a regular Word document or whatever, and I printed it out so that I can find all those weird little measurements, right? 7/8 is one that we use quite frequently, but still, you might need that. And then we're going to go up to 3 5/8 for this. And again, this was the Melon Mambo. That's going to layer under our basic white layer here. And next up, we're going to take our Granny Apple Green, and I'm going to cut this in half just to start off, because then I'll be working with a little bit smaller layer here. I need a piece that is 3/4 inch. So I'll cut that first, and then 3 inches long. So we've got 3/4 by 3. And then our designer series paper. Whoops. And I'm using the Toadstool Gardens, and I am going to grab this particular pattern, and I want to do 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So I'm going to do my grain of my mushroom paper is going this way at 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. Now, of course, we're not going to get rid of these, right? We save everything. We're stampers, for Pete's sakes. Okay, and I think that we are ready to set aside our cardstock layers. I think we're going to need a little white scrap, so I'll keep that. Maybe. Yeah, we do. Set that aside. Okay, let's get started here. This is our card base, and again, gray granite. Works great with this particular print of designer series paper. And then, oh, you know what? I think I need one more. Yeah, I do need one more piece of white. I needed 2 pieces of white. So let's get this out here again. 2 pieces that are 4 by 5 1/4. Oops. There we go. Okay. Set that aside. Oh, I see so many people coming in here. I'm so happy to see you at noon on a Monday, right? That's very different for us. Okay. I am going to take and stamp a couple of the balloons. So we're going to be using the Darling Dinosaurs bundle for this particular card. And I've got some Granny Apple Green, some Memento Black, and some Pool Party ink here. My iridescent dots, Sunny Day iridescent dots, the white ribbon. This is the 1/2-inch woven ribbon, and then I've got a bunch of blends. We're gonna stamp a couple of these little balloons. You guys remember that I took Memento ink in a blank ink pad, and that's what I've been using, and I really like how it stamps. Like, it stamps really nice compared to the hard fabric material that's in a Memento ink pad. So that's what I've got here, just in case somebody missed that. Oh, we're gonna stamp some more too. Let's just do all of our stamping. So we've got 2 balloons here. Then I'm going to bring in this smaller white piece that we cut, and my little green layer. Here it is, right here. The little green layer is going to go down here at the bottom. So that gives me kind of a reference as to where I'm going to stamp my little crazy looking dinosaur. We're going to do this little guy that's tromping through the yard. And I'm going to stamp him. Let me pull this in just a little bit. I'm going to stamp him right about a little bit down, a little bit down. Let me move this over. See what I'm doing? I'm moving this over so I can kind of figure out where I'm going to stamp this guy. I'm going to stamp him right about there. And I see that I've got a piece of fuzz stuck on my stamp. Okay, we're going to clean these off because we're going to be using them maybe for other things. So I don't want to just clean them off, right? Just clean off. Then we're going to take our little balloon. We need to fit 2 balloons in here. So I'm thinking I stamped this a little too close to the edge. So I'm going to move him over just a little bit, because we have 2 pieces, 2 sides to our cardstock, and we can definitely do that. So I'm going to move him over more to the middle, you guys. It's going to work out a little bit better. There we go. Okay, we're going to take this and we're going to cut this just like little grass fringes. You guys remember when we used to have scissors that did this? If you still have those, by all means use them, because they were pretty cool. But this does give you a little bit less uniform kind of grass going on here. This is really cute. Some of them are long, some of them are short, some of them are very narrow as far as width. You want it to look pretty random. And this piece is a little bit longer than it needs to be. So we're going to trim off the end a little bit. Ooh. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to kind of take this and do this with it. How fun is that? And that's going to go right down here. So that looks pretty darn good. Okay, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of blending. We're going to do a little bit of green blending and a little bit of blue blending. So I'll start with my green. And again, this is Granny Apple Green. I'm just going to kind of tap that off a little bit. And we're going to come down in here. So we kind of have a little bit of green stuff going on down here with our little dinosaur. And then we're going to go up to the top. And we're going to come in here and blend some blue. Notice that I kind of tap that and then I kind of rub it off on my scrap paper before I get to my cardstock layer, because I don't want it to be all globby like that. And that's where you get the really cool looking blending. Okay. I'm going to close those up. I'm going to bring in, where is my, hang on, maybe I don't even have that one. You're the best. I don't have that one mounted. I can grab that. And we're going to use that Memento black that I just set way over here. And we're gonna put You're the Best right up there. That looks great. And now we can do our coloring. Hang on to that balloon string because we've got some things to do with that too. So the markers that I've got here are Melon Mambo, Granny Apple Green. I have Pumpkin Pie, Gray Granite, and an Ivory. So we're gonna color our balloons with the Pumpkin Pie, and this is the dark. So I'm gonna do one of my balloons with the dark. I've been really shaky this morning. Steve said he thought maybe it was because I was hungry, and it's gone down a little bit. I don't know what's going on, but. So if you notice me being a little like spazzy, it's weird. Okay, that looks great. I love the shading on there. And then this one is the dark Melon Mambo. And the light Melon Mambo. Jean says she still has the fringe scissors. Yeah. Hi, Kathy. Kathy, I want to let you know your stamp set is going to be in, I think, tomorrow, and I will get your box out in the mail right away, just so you know. I've got it all packed up waiting for that stamp set to get here. Okay. All right, so those are going to be die cut. On our inside layer, we're going to also do a little bit of stamping. So let's bring one of those white layers. There's 2 white layers. We're going to bring one in. And here comes our little dinosaur guy, because this card is so cute. The inside needs to be super cute too. So I'm going to stamp him, let's say like right about here, just a little partial dinosaur guy. And then we're going to do our little balloon. This is our balloon string. And we're going to have that end right at his tail. Look how cute it is. And then we need our balloon. Where did that go? Who sees the balloon? Here it is. And we're going to put that. Oh, let me pull this down here so I don't have to stick my head in the camera. Right there. Okay. Photopolymer allows you to line all these up perfectly, which just makes me so happy. Before I do that, my little sentiment on the inside, I'm going to grab that green again and my green blending brush, and I'm going to blend a little bit of green down here. There we go. And we've got some coloring to do here. Yeah, Anne says this is just a stinking cute set. That is the only word I have for it, Anne. This whole thing is so cute. I used it last night. Oops, look at, I just colored on my fingernail. I used it last night for a couple cards during my Sunday Night Live, and I used it with the Rainbow Celebration kit that is part of Celebration. That's the first time I opened the kit up. The cards are so easy and they're so adorable. Let me bring that in. I'll show these to you. Otherwise, I'll forget at the end. Look at how cute. I put the little dinosaur in here in a balloon and a little cloud. And I've got one for a boy and more girly colors. But look at the little dinosaur and the balloons. Is that not stinking adorable? And these envelopes are lined. This again is it's called the Rainbow Celebration Kit, free during Celebration. So if you place a qualifying order of $60 or more, you not only get this PDF for free, but you also qualify for a free Celebration item. Highly recommend the kit. Okay, I'm going to do my little dinosaur here with, I've got the dark gray granite. I'm just going to make some like darker areas that, you know, for shading. I always say I'm always amazed at how artistic you can look with these Stampin' Blend markers. So just put a little bit of dark in there. I need to do this one too. So I decided to craft along with you guys versus having some of this stuff done ahead of time like I usually do. I like to try to keep my videos moving along, you know, so nobody falls asleep. Don't want anybody falling out of their stamping chair, getting injured. You know, I'm always looking out for your best interest. Of course, I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm sure it could happen. I've fallen out of my chair before. I didn't fall asleep, but I like wasn't sitting on my chair properly and then went to move and it tipped over and I dumped right out on the floor. Who's done that? Glad nobody can see me because that's embarrassing. But here I am telling the world about it, right? Just keeping it real. But yeah, I like to keep things moving along. This is a craft along, and that's a little different. You have the opportunity, if you want, to get your stuff out and make these things with me. Okay, so there's our dark. Here comes our light, and this is what I'm going to come in and blend with. And you just keep coloring over those dark lines until they blend into the light lines, and then you look like, you know, an amazingly talented artist. And I love that. Because I couldn't draw this dinosaur to save my hiney, you know what I'm saying? That's just not my thing. I've been seeing some things on Facebook lately where they show you how to like draw a line in a couple circles and then they turn it into a really cute little dog laying on the edge of a table or something. I tried to do that. I suppose if I practiced I could get better at it, but it wasn't good. Nope, just didn't work out for me. That's why I love stamps, because all I have to do is put the ink on and push them on the paper. Okay, so there's one dinosaur. Dawson, my grandson, is obsessed with dinosaurs right now. And I don't know if there's some, you know, like little cartoon show that has dinosaurs on it right now that's popular, but I took him up to the Jurassic Park thing at the convention center in Green Bay. And I thought it was going to be like this really cool dinosaur thing. Based on the price, it should have been. And it turned out to be rather hokey and stupid. So if you ever see that Jurassic Park thing come to your area and you think it's going to be like really super high tech, super cool, ask around. Like, I'm not going to tell you yours is the same as mine, but it was pretty dumb. But anyways, he did like the dinosaurs. Valerie wouldn't even get close to the animated ones. She was terrified. It was pretty funny. And like I said, it was pretty pricey too, so it should have been a really good dinosaur exhibit thing. Okay, now I'm going to come in. Oh, you know what? I think that I need some yellow in here. Hang on a second. Yep, I didn't put the Daffodil Delight in here, so let's grab that. We need some yellow too. And we're going to do dark Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to color probably, I want to say like a little spike here and a little dot there, I'm thinking is a good plan. And how about if we do the same thing in here? We'll do this and maybe a little dot here and a little spike there. And then we've got our Melon Mambo. I'm going to use the light one and I'm going to go in and color the rest of these. I might use some orange in here too. So this one and that one. Oops. Yeah, this dinosaur is going to be like rocking the color. And right there. Grab that orange. How many of you like to color? I know coloring isn't everybody's thing, but I like to color. I think it's fun. I would like to be better at it. I'm not that great of a colorer, but obviously it doesn't matter because everything turns out fine. Now we've got that ivory. We're going to use the ivory to color the little dinosaur underbelly. All right. And then I'd like to fill up a little bit more of this. So I'm going to grab the cute little flower. And we're going to stamp that with our Memento black ink. I'm going to stamp that right over here. And then we're going to do some coloring on there too. So I've got my Granny Apple Green. This is the dark. That looks great. And then we're going to go with some Daffodil Delight dark. Color these little petals. And then our dark pumpkin pie. There we go. That's looking good. Now, let's close this. And I'll set this over here. We're going to set these over there. We need to die cut. I'm going to die cut these two balloons. All these fabulous little dies in here. I'm like, oh, where's my balloon one? I was ready to kind of panic a little bit, but it's right here. Do not worry. Okay, and I think what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to cut this off. Keep my scrap. We'll use that for something else. I'm going to die cut both of these. I'll be right back. Hang tight. Take a drink. Take a breath. Here comes one. Number two is on its way. Here comes the second one. Whoops. There we go. Two balloons. I'll put my die back right here. And then we are going to, I want to grab my Stampin' Write marker, the black one. We're going to take this and we're going to put our balloons on our layer up here. Okay, so we're going to go like this. We have to keep them away from that, the sentiment that we have up there, but we're going to do our balloon string, black ink. Where did it go? Right here. Trish says she likes to color. The more color on the dinosaur, the more personality. Exactly. Joan is in freezing Oregon. Oh, it's super windy here today, Joan, so I can sympathize with you. Okay, so I don't want these strings to be this long. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a little Post-it note and do a little masking. Okay, so I'm going to bring my mask. Let me see. How am I gonna go about that? I'm gonna bring my mask right in here, I think. I'll do this again. Ink that up. And I want this balloon to be right about there, or the string. So I'm gonna go just like this, okay? And see what I did there? Don't worry about that. I kind of got a little off the tail. So this is gonna go here. And then this one is gonna go right over here. So we're gonna do this again. And I'm I'm gonna have that one go right down here. So I'm gonna kind of mask this off. Oops, where's my sticky? Right there. I think that's, maybe I goofed up and put my sticky in the wrong place. I just want to do a little bit of masking. All right, so let's get that out of there. There we go. Okay, so there's our balloons are gonna go there. So I'm gonna get dimensional, and I'm gonna put one of the balloons up on a dimensional. The other one, I'm going to glue in place. Oh, we haven't even used any glue yet. Courtney says it's chilly and drizzly there. Well, I'm glad we don't have any drizzle. That would be quite a nightmare here in Wisconsin because it's cold, very cold. Okay, so here comes our little, look at how cute that is. Okay, now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna come down here with our Stampin' Write marker, and I am going to make a little bow. Oops, hang on. Just like that. Look at how cute that is. Oh, so cute. Dina's idea, not mine. And then we're gonna put our grass down here. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of glue right here and then glue on the rest of this. The reason why I put glue here is because I'm gonna cut this off, and I hate getting glue on my scissors. Does anybody else that's one of their pet peeves, is not to get glue on your scissors? So if I would have put glue all the way on the green part, I would have glue on my this part where I'm gonna cut it off. So I don't know why I feel like I have to really explain all that, but I do. That's how I roll. And this is gonna go right on here with a tiny little border of that melon. Oh my gosh, so cute, right? Okay, let me close this up. You guys see all the cuteness there? Yeah. We're gonna take our Designer Series paper layer and we're gonna add it to one of those white layers. That just really is gonna pop, right, on our gray granite base. But before we add that, we're gonna tie it with some ribbon up here. So I am going to, let's see if I can tie a nice bow around this layer. And you get a whole roll of this ribbon in your craft along kit. This is a 1/2-inch woven ribbon. I'm gonna pull this right over here. See how good Kelly can do. Make sure you get enough ribbon off your roll so you're not fighting with it. That's always frustrating to me, and it seems like every time I do it and then I pull it out like I just did, because it's like, why do I fight with my ribbon? Oh boy, look at this bow. You would think that I was a professional or something, right? Doesn't always work that way, does it? Some bows are great and some bows give you a heck of a time. Ah, that's so cute. Okay. And we can trim that up as we need, but we're gonna put that around there. This is gonna go right on here. Oh, we're gonna get that little hitchhiker off of there. Okay, here we go. I see I've got a whole bunch of people watching now. Thank you so much for joining me for this fun little tutorial. For those of you that came in late, this is going to be, I'm going to be doing a video every single day this week. Okay. Yep, here we go. We're back on. Yep, here we go. We're back on. Sorry, you guys. For those of you who may have missed it, I forgot to turn my phone on Do Not Disturb, and somebody just tried to call me. So it stops everything. Usually comes back a little bit faster than that, but today it did not. Okay, I'm going to add this little panel. Thank you for your patience. I promise I will not do that again. It's so frustrating. Put this on here. Good grief. Ah, so cute. I'm gonna whittle this down a little bit, make this bow just a little bit smaller, and trim this up just a little bit. There we go. Then we have embellishments. Let's get some embellishments on here. And I'm going to take one of these orange ones and put it right up here on the orange balloon, and one of the little pink ones. And I'm going to put that right up here on the pink balloon. Good grief, so cute. Here comes our inside. Oh, we forgot to stamp the happy birthday. So hang on, let me find that one. Happy birthday. Black memento. I'm going to do that right over here. So cute. Okay, you can hear me, right? You guys can hear me now? Okay, yes. Just want to make sure everything's running okay. Oh, by the way, you guys, so I have a schedule every day this week for a video. There's a schedule. I was going to be live on Friday, but now I have a funeral to go to. And very close family friend, and you know, she's also on my team actually. Her mom passed away, so I'm going to a funeral on Friday. I will not be able to be live, but I'm going to pre-record a video, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to use the link that I set up that is on my blog and in the newsletter that I sent out. So I will get that done ahead of time, see if it works, and if that link doesn't work, I will change it and let you guys know about it, okay? Unfortunately, this is very important, you know, to be there to support your friend, and it takes precedence, right? That's just how life works. So I wanted to let you know that ahead of time. Friday's video will be pre-recorded. The link that I already posted may not work, but if I have to put a new link in, it'll be on my blog right here. So you guys can go there and check to make sure, in case somebody saved my email or whatever. Just so you know. Okay, so we have another project to make. Here is the cutest card. Is that not just horribly adorable? Now what we're going to do is we're going to make a little 3D item to go with this. So let me set this aside. I am going to bring in my, oh, look at, I wrinkled the edge of it. That's not good. My Bashful Blue out of my pack of cardstock. And I also need, hang on, I also need to get my bouquet or bokeh paper. I'm using the Bashful Blue paper. I'm using some of the gold twisted thread for this one. I am going to use the antique pearls. These are really pretty. I've got a tape runner, oops, Daffodil Delight, and my Memento black ink pad, and Stampin' Blends. And this time I've got Lemon Lolly and Bashful Blue. Balmy Blue. Oh my gosh, that was a blast from the past, wasn't it? Okay, we're going to be using the One More Year stamp set for this one. So let me move this one out of the way. There are 10 different stamps in here. Look at all these fun stamps. So we're going to be using the birthday cake, the happy birthday, hang on, let me see, happy birthday, right here, happy birthday, and then I need the little party hat, hang on, party hat from the dinosaur set. We're going to use that. So there's our stamps that we need. I'll set those right over there. Put these back out of my way. Now, in your craft along pack, you have a whole envelope of die cuts. You're going to need to grab the yellow Daffodil Delight banner, the big one and the little one, and also one of the white circles. This is 2.5 inches. So that's what we're going to be using for this particular card. And we've got some cutting and scoring to do. We're also going to use the white ribbon. So now we're going to make our 3D. And balmy blue ink. And we've got 6.5 by 7 is what we need. So I'm going to cut at, whoops, I got to get my arm out here. 7 inches. Let me double check. Yep, 7 inches by 6.5. Okay. Now, my directions say that I need to score on the 7-inch side. I need to score at 1 and 5.5. So I'm going to score at 1. And then if I were to move it down to 5.5, that's just 1 on the other side, right? So 1 inch on each side of the 6.5 inch. So that means my 6.5 inch is up against that. I'm scoring at 1 inch, turn it around 1 inch. Same thing. Then on the 7-inch side, so this is the 7-inch side, we're going to score at 3 and 4. Easy, easy, easy. 3 and 4. Boom. Get this out of the way. Grab your paper snips, and on these tabs, oops, let me move my little dinosaur charm there. On these tabs right here, we're going to cut right on the line. And then we're going to cut a little sliver off that center tab. And this just helps things fold up nicer. We're going to do the same thing over here. Oops, I'm going to get a little bit bigger sliver there. There we go. I always cut the tab first on the line and then do the sliver. Oops, right on the floor. Yep, I'm doing that again. It was a great attempt to keep the floor clean, but let's be real, it's just not reasonable. And I will just vacuum from time to time. Steve came in here the other day and he goes, oh, the floor thing is over, huh? And then I shot him with the Nerf gun. Oh, another funny story. The middle of the night, well, it was probably like 5 o'clock this morning, I woke up and I felt something in my hand. My hand was under my pillow, under my head. So I was kind of wrapped my hand under my pillow. I felt something in my hand and I'm grabbing it and I'm half asleep. Guess what it was? In my bed, under my pillow, one of these. Yep. I almost started giggling and, and woke him up. I thought that was pretty funny. We're pretty serious about the Nerf thing. Okay, now what we're going to do here. We're going to take this designer series paper. Who's not carrying balmy blue? I said bashful blue, but bashful blue isn't a color. It's balmy blue. Bashful blue is an old color. We don't have that anymore. Does that make sense? I confuse myself all the time with that. Okay. We do have balmy blue. That's a color. Okay. So next we are going to cut our bouquet balmy blue paper at 3 by 3. We need 2 pieces. So I've got that at 3. And then we're just going to cut this at 3 because this is 6 by 6. So now we have 2 pieces that are 3 by 3. Mickey says they have darts all over her house. Yeah, I get it. All right, so here's our little box. And what I'm going to do before I put my box together is I am going to put my balmy blue right in the middle of my layer. So we're going to glue that right on. And here we go, just like that. Flip it over and we'll do it just like this. I love this bouquet paper, or bokeh. We had a long discussion about how to pronounce it, and I guess the correct way to pronounce it is you can pronounce it either way, bouquet or bokeh. Doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Oh, looks kind of not centered, but that's okay because our ribbon is gonna take care of it. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pull these up, these tabs up, and you just pick one of them that's gonna be the front. I'm gonna kind of do a little dry fit here. This looks great, right? Everything looks great. And now I'm gonna put some adhesive on it. And you can use tear and tape, you can use a tape runner, you can use whatever you want. I am going to consider this my front. So I am gluing my tabs to the back. And then I'm gonna add glue right here and glue right here. I love making boxes. Do you guys love to make 3D items with your paper crafts? I just think it's the coolest thing ever. And you know what? If you want to be super cool, you can tell everybody that you are like a paper engineer, because it is paper engineering. It's pretty amazing. Okay, so here's the front of my little cute little box. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ribbon and I am going to, I should have done this maybe before I put my box together, because now it's going to be tricky. But I think what I can do, boy, you guys, I may have made a mistake here. You might want to do this while your thing is flat, but I don't know how you would make that work really good. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start on the bottom, and I am going to put my ribbon. I put some tape runner right there. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on my ribbon. This is going to work out just fine. So I need to figure out where I need that to end. Right here. Right here. It doesn't have to be on the whole thing. And you're going to go like this. Just make sure you're getting it on here straight. Look at that. This is going to end up looking like a little suitcase. Make sure your ribbon doesn't get twisted. And then we're going to start right here. Oh yeah, I'm not sad that I did it this way. This is working out pretty good. I want it to start up a little bit higher. There we go. Okay. Right here. My stepdaughter Stephanie has a birthday tomorrow. And I may just put a little gift card in one of these for her. Okay, now again, I'm going to come right up here and see where I have to stop with my tape. You could use mini glue dots for this too, you guys. I'll start right there. However you want to attach your ribbon to your project. So cute. Okay, we're almost to the finish line here. I'm going to kind of hold this up and do this so it's even, right? This looks great. Here's where I need to start my... See how I'm fighting with this roll? Make sure you take enough off of there that you're not fighting with your roll. There we go. Okay. You can reposition this if you take it off right away. All right, whoops, I need this to be even with my ribbon on the bottom, right? I'm gonna trim that off just a touch. There we go. So it's nice and tidy. I cut that crooked, hang on. There we go. Look Look at how cute it is. Ah, so cute. Now, to secure this, I'm going to add a mini glue dot right to that seam on that last little bit of my ribbon. Just right here. And then that's going to really hold it in place. Look at how cute this is. Now we get to decorate. Got our little suitcase bag. Did you see how I just did that? We're going to bring this in. And this, and this, and then I'm going to pull back in one of my little scraps here. So, Jean says she needs a Nerf gun. Oh, your grandson would think you were hilarious. And Steve will just sneak around the corner and blast me. And oh, we both start laughing. Then I grab my gun and I shoot him. And then you cock it again and shoot it. It's just fun. And we live in Wisconsin. So let's be real. There's not a lot going on here in the wintertime. It's pretty dull. Here's my little party hat. And let me see. What else do I have here? That's my little party hat. And then I gotta stamp my cake. That's gonna go right on here. So we're gonna grab this cute little cake from the One More Time. I'm gonna stamp that right here on that 2.5-inch circle. Oh my gosh, so cute. And then the other thing we need to do is we need to take this Daffodil Delight and we are going to ink up this stamp. Now this stamp says happy birthday, now back to me, which of course is very appropriate, right? I'm going to mask off the now back to me because that's not going to fit on our little tag that we're putting this on. I wonder if that is, I don't know if this is big enough. If it's not, we'll make a new one. I'm going to get my head over this. Let me stand up for this one, you guys. Oh, look at that, turned out great. And I forgot to take my tape off. Huh. Take your tape off, people. That was just dumb luck. Okay, so we have that. Now I have to do a little bit of coloring. Little bit. So we've got our yellow. I've got dark balmy blue, dark lemon lolly. Here's the light. Here's the light. And we need a little bit of that granny apple green. So I think this is the dark granny apple green. I'm going to go with that first. And I'm going to do my cake plate. And I'm just going to run that dark around the rim of that cake plate. And then we're going to color it in with the light. Again, this is a nice enough area that we can do some blending and look like that rock star artist. Magic, right? Look at that magic. Love it. Okay, then this is the light. I'm going to do a couple stripes on my little party hat here. Probably this one right here. And then we're going to grab the dark lemon lolly. And I think I'll put that on my little frosting. I thought these were going to be really hard to color, but they're not. Like I thought, oh, this can be kind of a mess, but it's really quite easy. Maybe a little bit right here. And then I'm going to do the candles, of course. And obviously by all the candles on this cake, you could tell this is for like a really old person. Like Steve. Oh my gosh, I always tease him because he's always going to be older than me. Then I'm going to grab the light, and he doesn't mind. He gets a kick out of it. They say, you know, age is just a number until you try to get out of bed and everything creaks and groans, and then it's a reality. There we go. Oh, and we're going to do maybe this big stripe right here. And then we've got our blue. So I'm going to take the light blue and get my little hat done here. And then I'll do my dark blue. The cake is a fire hazard. Yes. Marilyn wants to know, what kind of fish do they have at the fish fry in Wisconsin? Yes, Marilyn, we do not eat catfish as a rule here because that is bottom feeders. And, oh, look it, my lid just came off. And catfish tends to be, like, not what we like. I'm going to leave it at that because some people may like catfish and I don't want to offend anybody, but I think it tastes like garbage. So there was the offensive part. I said I wasn't going to do that. We have haddock and we have perch. That's what we eat at restaurants. Now, when we go fishing, the best fish to catch is walleye. And we have that at restaurants too, but that usually isn't served for a fish fry because it's pretty expensive. Walleye is. But mostly our fish fries are perch or haddock. But when we go fishing, we love to catch walleye. And I love perch when I go fishing and we make the perch, but I will never order perch in a restaurant because they don't take the skin off of it. We fillet all our fish. They don't take the skin off of it and it tastes fishy and I don't like that. Perch, walleye. And also when we go fishing, my all-time favorite kind of fish is crappie. They're the best. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Crappie's my favorite. So there you have it. Wisconsin fish fries are usually perch or haddock. And I prefer haddock. But we can't get haddock, right, in a lake around here. That's an ocean fish. And so I love perch when we catch them and fillet them, but not restaurants. They just don't do, it's gross. But my husband likes perch from the restaurant. So to each his own, right? Catfish, nope. Nope. Big old no. Okay, here comes our little hat. Adorable little devil. Yes, we do have fish fries every Friday night. And I actually went out with Haley and the babies and Jared on Friday night. We went to our one of our favorite little places, the Stone Toad, it's called. They have a nice table set up to take the kids. Some places, kids are just not a good idea. But the Stone Toad is a very good place for kids. Okay, so here we go. I am going to take this little tag. And if you have a little hole, hole punch. I was going to say a hole poker, a hole punch. You can use that. I'm going to just use my take your pick tool and I'm going to pop a little hole in this little tag. Let's see if I can, there we go. Okay, so there's my hole in my tag, looking for my thread. You guys, do you see the gold twisted thread here somewhere? It probably got shoved out of the way when I was being so forceful with my supplies. What do you think? Is it right here in front of me? Oh, I see something right here. Oh yeah, here it is. Yay. Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of this thread and I'm going to trim this end off. Oops. These are my paper scissors and they don't work that great on ribbon. I'm going to do this. I'm just going to cut this off. You get lots of thread, so it's probably pretty wasteful, but it's okay. Now, our little hat needs to go on a dimensional. And I think a big dimensional is a little bit much for that. So I'm going to grab my minis. I'm going to put that right here. We're going to take our little party hat and we're going to put it right here. Now, isn't this just the cutest little element? The cutest little element. Yeah, Vicky says she's had good farmed catfish and not so good farmed catfish. I think you'll have to have a taste for that. You guys might find this a little shocking and then change your opinion about me, but I do not like salmon. Isn't that weird? I don't like salmon at all. Like, I think it's just tastes fishy and it's gross. And people just love salmon. And I wish I was one of them because there's so many good salmon recipes, right? I do not care for it. It's icky. So like, just like, I'm sure there's some good salmon. I've never had it. I will eat like smoked salmon on a cracker. Not a lot of it, but that's okay. But I don't care for salmon. It tastes fishy and I don't like fishy tasting. Okay, look at this. So cute, right? So here comes our little cake. Then we're going to take this little bugger and we're going to put this right in here. So it's going to lay on this piece that I just popped up. See, Terry doesn't like salmon either. I know, and I always feel like such a weirdo. But you know what, Terry? I don't like coffee. I don't like wine. And I wish I did. I wish I liked both of them, but I don't. Okay, so dimensionals on the very bottom of this, because this is going to be laying on something that's already raised up. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get the back off of those. That little bit of bokeh is just popping out behind here and gives it just a tiny bit different look. Look at how cute this is. Okay, next we're going to take this and we're going to tie it right up here. I want this to hang about right here. So I need my knot to be up there pretty good. I'm just twisting this around and tying it in a little knot. Here we go. Let's see. I'm not going to pull it tight until I know if it's in the right place. Yep, that's where I want it. So now I'm going to pull this tight. We're going to trim this off. Careful not to cut myself. I stabbed myself with my pokey tool the other day and I started bleeding. Okay, so look how cute that is. Now, the other thing that I want to do here is I want to put some of these antique pearls on. And I think I'm going to go with, these are so cute. These type of things, these type of 3D items are the perfect place to add some of our, like these are pretty low profile, but this is the perfect place to add some of our embellishments that are a little bigger, you know, that you hesitate to put on a card because you think it's going to cost you extra postage, which, you know, most of the time it does. But this one I don't think would. But our bigger embellishments is a great place to put those on our 3D items because, yeah, like you don't need to worry about it making a bump in an envelope, right? Okay, now, Terry says, are we related? Terry, we must be. Yeah, I'm not a wine drinker, not a coffee drinker. What I want to do here is tie a little bow around my handle. So, yeah. Here we go. Now I just loosely tied that knot. I don't know if this is going to lay right, so we may change our mind on this whole idea. Okay, let's see. Oh, now it's going to be upside down. Oh, that doesn't look terrible, does it? I don't think it does. Let me find my ribbon scissors. Now. Okay. These things literally make me giggle. When I'm home all by myself, I literally am giggling about some of the things that I make. It's like, oh, look how cute this is. And Steve will be walking by my door and he's like, who are you talking to? Then I shoot him with the gun. Okay, I'm gonna grab my paper trimmer so I can cut my tissue paper straight. That's always fun, right? A little trickier to cut. So I'm thinking, how big do I want my tissue paper to be? Probably about that big. This is going to be easier than cutting it with scissors, right? Pretty brilliant. And I'm thinking probably half of this. That'll work. Now, what am I going to put in here? Well, we could put, let's see, what does Kelly have over here in her little basket of goodness? Here's a little, oh, Sarah gave me this. I just used it yesterday. I still have it, Sarah. It lasts forever. How about a little lip balm? Maybe matching would be better. And a little lotion, but you can see how much fits in here, right? I might use both of those little pieces. Where'd that other one go? I don't know yet. We'll put this, maybe this will fit in there. A little lip balm, a gift card. How about a little tiny hand? Let's see if that'll fit in there. Because everybody needs one, right? You know what you should really consider when you're giving gifts to friends, to add something silly like this. Because I know people get a real kick out of the silly. And they might really appreciate having something just totally random and silly. You can get these tiny hands on Amazon. And they're called tiny hands. And I think you'd be surprised at how funny people think that is, that you would give them something just so silly and random. There we go. Tiny hand. Oh my gosh. What a great idea. See, laughter's good for the soul, my friends. Laughter is good for the soul. Look at how cute these two projects are. Now, you can make a birthday card to match this, or you can make a dinosaur card box to match, right? Either one. These are adorable. So, you guys, I will be live tomorrow, I believe at, let me see, where's my calendar? Who knows what my schedule is? Whoops, there went my gun. My schedule tomorrow is 6 p.m. I'm having lunch with my stepdaughter Stephanie and her husband and my grandson AJ and Steve for Stephanie's birthday. And and I'm going shopping tonight with Andy. She has to get an outfit for an FBLA presentation, so I'm doing that. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Time. And Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central Time. Thursday will be noon again. Friday will be pre-recorded, and Saturday will be noon for the series of videos. Now, when you place a $60 order with me, you are going to get the PDF. And I printed out all my PDFs. Look at this. This is the PDFs for the series of projects. So here is the super cute little card for day one. And all of the good stuff. We've got the ingredients, we've got instructions and measurements, pictures. Here is the 3D project to go for day one. And again, all the ingredients, the colors I used, a little template, and we've got the measurements and the instructions. So, did you get a little sneak peek at tomorrow? I think you did. Oh, I don't know if that's tomorrow or not. I'll have to look. Anyways, I think it is. Thank you so much for joining me for this today. If you would like to order the PDF, it's $25. You'll find a link under this video. If you would like to get it for free, you can place an order with me in my online store. That link is under this video. Also, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you would like to order the craft along packet, oh, let me see, here's my little tag. You'll get all of this that I showed at the beginning of this video, plus 24 sheets of cardstock, a scissor charm, and all the little die cuts that aren't included in the Dino bundle. Those are, I think they're $84. I don't remember, but the link is under this video. And also, Wildflower Celebrations is a retreat coming up in February. It is completely virtual. All of the information is on my blog, which is a link right under this video. It's happening on the 27th, 28th, and March 1st, March 1st. The cost for this, which includes a ton of stuff, is $159. Includes a big swag box. Stamp Happy Academy members get a discount. Team members get a bigger discount. Or you can order the PDF. If you're outside the US, we can't ship anything to you. So that's an option. Okay, you guys. I think I got everything. PDF is free with the $60 order. You can buy it for $25. You get it also with the swag, the craft along kit that I talked about. I only have a few of those left. So check out those links under here. They will take you someplace magical. You will find these projects, pictures on my blog. I don't know if I'm going to get that done today or not. Probably. Anyways, thank you for joining me. Woohoo! We will be back here tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Central Time, right on this YouTube channel. You can find the entire schedule and links to the videos right on my blog. You're going to look for the birthday bash, 6 days of videos, all right? Hey, Have a wonderful Monday. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Thank you so much for being a part of this fabulous birthday bash craft along. Bye-bye.